We finally got to meet the god known as Enel, and he is completely different than what I was expecting. I was assuming he was somebody that looked a little bit more like Ganful, maybe like an old man with a long white beard, like god-like figure, do you know what I mean? But he looks more like Sanji with bongos on his back. Do you like drums? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's completely different than what I thought he would be. And his personality is very different too. I thought he might be like quite authoritative or like quite scary sort of thing, but he just seems like a chill dude. Do you know what I mean? He's just sort of chilling there. He seems like somebody that you wouldn't want to piss off, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you upset him or he got angry, he would be scary, I'm guessing. But the way he talks and just the way he sort of his demeanor and everything like that, he's not exactly scary. He's not like godly or anything like that. But I suppose that's sort of the point of this, is like, he's not necessarily actually God. He's not supposed to be. He's just this guy that's taken the figure of God, has taken the role of a god of this land, and has taken over completely these citizens' lives. Maybe that's part of why his demeanor isn't so heavenly or whatever. He's just sort of like this dude that is very, very powerful and has sort of appointed himself as God, and happens to have these followers known as priests that really look up to him, probably due to his strength. I'm guessing that's just what my initial sort of assessment of Enel. But anyway, he's given the priests free reign now to go anywhere on the island, anywhere on Upper Yard. Originally they were just sort of defending their own territory, staying in their own place, in their own ordeals. And now he's saying you can go anywhere you want, because of the Straw Hat Pirates and the Shandians and stuff like that. He's letting them loose. So that's going to cause absolute carnage on the island, I assume. And he also mentioned something called the Maxim nearly being complete, and he wants to destroy the island and go to the world of dreams. So that could mean anything right now. We have basically no context towards what that actually is, but knowing what Enel actually wants, that's something we haven't seen before. So I'm excited to sort of learn more about what the Maxim is, what this world of dreams is he's referring to, how it relates to Upper Yard and everything like that. But again, getting to finally see Enel or after everything we've heard about him, very different than what I was expecting. But that's One Piece for you. You just can't predict what's actually going to happen or what the characters are actually going to be like. But that's what makes it so great. But besides all that, there is now a new mystery that Usopp saw when he was going out to take a piss, and that is some mysterious figure fixing the Going Merry. We don't know who he is or who she is or what they are, where they come from, but there's a lot of really strange things surrounding this. For one, it happened in the middle of the night when all the Straw Hats were asleep, and he was just like this figure that Sanji couldn't see because it was so foggy. Two, he returned the Going Merry back to how it originally was, which means it must be somebody down from the Blue Sea. It must be somebody, I don't know if it's Cricket or something like that, but I don't know how he would have got here. It has to be somebody that knew what the Going Merry looked like before they left, because it took all the rooster stuff off of it. And thirdly, what the fuck? Why? Like, why somebody randomly just come into the middle of Upper Yard to fix the Going Merry? That's very weird, but it's another mystery to solve. This arc has been so great in terms of like every episode there's been like a new mystery, or something's been resolved, or something's been started in terms of like discoveries and mysteries and all that sort of stuff. I've really enjoyed this arc so far for what it is, and this is just another one that to speculate on, which is great. I love that sort of thing. But anyway, after the Straw Hats managed to get the Going Merry back onto the water after Usopp used Chopper as bait, poor Chopper, man, he just gets abused by Usopp. I swear, Chopper looks up to Usopp so much. He loves him. I think he almost looks at him like a big brother, but Usopp just abuses Chopper. Like, he literally used him as bait to try, like, for a shark. Like, Chopper, bless him, like, he just wants to help out, and he's just getting like, yeah, but I feel bad for him. But regardless, once they got the Going Merry back on the water, they've decided to split up into two teams to try and basically be as efficient as possible with getting the gold and then escaping the Upper Yard safely. So, Nami's plan, of course, she's taken the safer route and put everybody else on the other team, all the stronger people, which makes sense to go to the more dangerous places. But yeah, now the Straw Hats are split up again. We have the priests going all around the island. The Shandians are going to be coming back soon to try to get to Enel. Enel wants to execute his plan of this Maxim, the world of dreams. There's a lot of moving parts right now. Who is the one that fixed the ship? Why? A lot of really exciting stuff, and I can't wait to see what happens next.